Today we're going to do a story that is from Joseph Bruchac, and it is a tale that is from the Zuni Native American tribe, and they're a Pueblo Indian tribe. So we've been talking about the different Native American tribes, and we've been talking about the regions of the United States. And so this tribe lived in the southwestern region. So here we go. This is called The Strongest One. There once was an anthill that lived on the mesa. And Little Red Ant was always in the anthill, and he could never leave. He always stayed inside of his anthill. Well, one day, Little Red Ant decided that he was tired of always being sheltered and always having to stay inside, and that he really wanted to go outside because he had a lot of questions. He wanted to know what all he could see. He wanted to find all kinds of things, and he thought to himself, I wonder who is the strongest one. So he asked his sister Susie. He said, Susie, who do you think might be the strongest one? Oh, I don't know, she said. I stay in this anthill because this is where it's warm and it's safe, and we don't go out. We stay in here. And he thought, well, that seems really kind of selfish to stay here just because it's warm. Why don't you head on out? No, she says, I won't go out. So he went around about his business, and he came up to his little brother Bobby. And he said, hey, Bobby, have you ever been out of the hill? Have you ever seen the world? And Bobby says, oh, no, it is not safe out there. We stay in here where it is perfectly safe. We do not venture out because there are people out there who are stronger than us, and we would get crushed. We're so small. So the Little Red Ant went on about his business, heeding his siblings' advice, and one day he had had enough. He decided he was tired of wondering who was the strongest, and he was tired of dreaming about what was outside of the hill, so he decided he was going to make a trip out. So as he went out onto the mesa, he saw the snow. And Little Red Ant saw the beautiful fluffiness and thought, oh, that must be the strongest one because there's no vegetation, there's no agriculture left because of the snow. So Little Red Ant went up to him and he said, hey, Snow, are you the strongest one? And Snow said, oh, no, I am not the strongest one. I may be cold and I may be able to have control of some of the land, but when the sun comes out, the sun melts me away and I no longer exist. So I am not the strongest one. You're going to have to talk to the sun. So Little Red Ant said, well, I guess we'll go to the sun. Little Red Ant traveled on his way, and he saw Sun, and he said, hey, Sun, are you the strongest one? The snow tells me that you melt him, and therefore you must be stronger than snow, so you've got to be the strongest one. And Sun said, no, I am not the strongest one, although the wind comes along, and he is so strong and so powerful that he blows and he moves all of the clouds and they block my rays. So wind is stronger than I, although I am stronger than the snow. So Little Red Ant says, well, I guess I'm going to have to go talk to the wind. And he travels on his way. Little Red Ant sees the wind blowing. And he says, oh, I'm going to talk to him right now. So he goes up to the wind and he says, hey, wind, are you the strongest one? Sun says you're stronger than him. And Snow says Sun's stronger than him. So you must be the strongest one. And Wind thought for a minute. And he said, no, I am not the strongest one. House is stronger than me. And Little Red Ant says, how world is a house stronger than you? And Wind says, well, the whistle goes with the wind, and the branches flow with the wind, but the house stands strong. So house is stronger than the wind. Little Red Ant is now getting a little frustrated on his journey because he has seen so many different people and he's still not finding the strongest one. So he travels on his way. He comes on up to House and he says, okay, House, Wind says you're stronger than him. But the wind is stronger than the sun, and the sun is stronger than the snow. So, are you the strongest one? And House thought for a minute, and he says, I'm pretty strong, but I am not the strongest one. Little Red Ant says, well, who is stronger than you, House? And House says, well, there's this little pesky mouse, and he chews holes all in me. I am not stronger than him. I can't get him to leave me alone. So, Mouse is stronger. So Little Red Ant says, oh, Mouse is stronger than House. I guess we'll have to go find Mouse. So Little Red Ant travels on along his way. And he meets Mouse. And Little Red Ant says, Mouse, are you the strongest one? I know you're stronger than House, and House is stronger than Wind, and Wind is stronger than Sun, and Sun is stronger than Snow. So are you the strongest one? Are we done now? And Mouse says, well, I'm kind of small. Well, no, I'm not the strongest one. You see, there's this little cat that lives by the house, and this cat comes and, well, he always tries to eat me. So I'm not the strongest one. Little Red Ant is getting so frustrated. So he's going to have to meet, who's he going to meet?
The cat.
The cat. He's going to have to meet Cat. So Little Red Ant travels along his way, and he sees Felix the cat. He says, hey, Felix, the mouse says you're stronger than him, and he's stronger than the house, and he's stronger than the wind, and the wind is stronger than the sun, and the sun is stronger than the snow. So I know you've got to be the strongest one, Felix. Come on, you're the strongest. And Felix says, well, no, I am not the strongest one. You see, there is this little boy down the road and he throws sticks at me and I just can't get over those sticks. They hurt. So I run. So I get chased off by the sticks and, oh, no, those sticks are stronger than me, even though I am stronger than the mouse. So, Little Red Ant continues on his path to Stick. And he finds Stick and he says, all right, Stick, I know you're it. I know you're the strongest one. Come on, you're it. And he says, Stick says, no, I'm not the strongest one. No, you see, people collect me and they put me in, then they set fire to me. And then I just go away and I die. I am definitely not the strongest one. Little Red Ant continues on his journey to talk to Fire. Little Red Ant is starting to see a pattern here. Do you see a pattern? Yes, he is starting to see the pattern here. So he's a smart little guy. He's figuring things out. So he goes to the fire. And he says, hey, Fire, Stick says you're stronger than him, and Stick's stronger than the cat. And Cat's stronger than the mouse, and the mouse is stronger than the house. And the house is stronger than the wind, and the wind is stronger than the sun, and the sun is stronger than the snow. And he's thinking, I'm tired now. Okay. So he goes to the fire, and he says, so, you're it, right? Fire tops all, right? No. Fire says, no, I do not top all. I am not the strongest one. Fire says, you know, water Yeah, it puts me out. It makes me stop burning. So water is stronger than me. So now we have to talk to water. And the little red ant comes and he finds water and he says, "Hey, water, fire says you're stronger than him. So, I know you're the strongest one, right?" Fire says, or water says, "Bloop, bloop, bloop. No, I am not the strongest one." Bloop, bloop. You see, water is needed to be drank. And there are all these animals, and these animals come and they drink my water. And then when the water's gone, I am no longer, so I am not the strongest one. Animal is stronger than the water. So, he asks the deer. Little red ant goes to deer, and he says, "Deer, are you the strongest one?" And deer says, "Well, I'm pretty strong. I go pretty fast, you know, I do. And I can leap over things." But you know what? No, because arrow is much stronger than me. Well, little red ant says, "Well, but deer, you're stronger than water, and water's stronger than fire, and fire's stronger than stick. And stick is stronger than cat, and cat's stronger than mouse, and mouse is stronger than what?
House.
House, and house is stronger than the wind. Wind is stronger than
Sun.
Sun, and sun is stronger than snow. So, you must be strongest." No, he says, "I'm not. Arrow is stronger than me." So little red ant travels on, and he says, "Arrow, I know you're very pointy, and I know that you can be very dangerous, but aren't you the strongest one? Because you see, all of these people keep saying that you're stronger, and we're leading us here, and we've got to be almost done." Well, Arrow says, "I do fly really fast, and I am very dangerous, but no, I'm not the strongest one. You see, I'm skiing, and I break really easy, so sometimes I'm not very useful. When I'm broken, it doesn't work that way. So, you know who's stronger than me? Big rock. Big rock falls on me sometimes, and it really hurts, and it breaks, and then I can't be used. So, no, it's not me. It's got to be Big Rock." So little red ant travels to Big Rock. And he says, "Okay, Big Rock, I'm finally there. I know I'm there. I've got to be. You are big, and you're mighty, and you're strong, and you're heavy. I know you've got to be the strongest one." So Big Rock says, "Well, I am big, and I am mighty, and I'm strong, and I'm heavy, and I'm pretty awesome. But you know who's stronger than me? Little red ant is stronger than me." "What?" said little red ant. "I'm stronger than you. You're so big, and I'm so small." Big Rock says, "Oh, yes, because you see, you and your brothers and your sisters and your whole family, they come over here and they keep taking pieces of me. You're chipping away, and eventually there'll be nothing left of me." And he says, "You know, my mom did say that Big Rock had some really good soil, and we really were making some remodeling on our anthill. So, I guess so. I guess I'm the strongest." And he heads back home to the anthill to tell everybody his new lesson that he's learned. That even though things are big, it doesn't make them strong. And that everybody has their place in the world. And that is the end of Little Red Ant's journey onto the mesa.